Good morning, everybody. This is Warmachine. How we doing today? So the reason I'm creating a video like this is because I want to introduce you to myself and I want to give you a brief idea of what it's like to be me. So from 2000 to 2004, I was on active duty with Lima Company, 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines. Um, in 2004, I was temporarily assigned to 27 out in 29 Palms. I went over as a casualty replacement back to when Fallujah had happened. So me and a few other guys went over and generally did what Marines do. And by what Marines do, I mean anybody who's been in the Marine Corps knows that outside of drinking beer, getting in fights, we hurry up and wait. So anyway, one day we were on a patrol and my column was ambushed by a roadside bomb. There wasn't any actual ground fighting. Hi, Mischief. This is my buddy. She's my cat. There wasn't any actual ground fighting to speak of. We had just been driving, and we were returning to base when our convoy got hit with an IED. So my vehicle took the brunt of it. There was myself, Corporal Alan Vo, and a few others. Alan and I got the worst of it. Alan is okay. I haven't spoken to him in years, but um, I walked away from that. And, with a lot of stuff that came from that, more importantly, the things that happened were things like survivor's guilt and whatnot. And there was also a TBI and PTSD, and some of it came pretty rough. I still deal with some of that today, and that's, I'm not saying that so you guys feel sorry for me. I'm saying that so you know who I am and where I'm coming from. We had finished our deployment and went back to the States, and I got out and came home, and I was like, okay, now what? And from there, I ended up working at a jail, but it was there was a whole bunch. There was still so much wrong. Like a lot of people don't quite understand what these things entail. And it's kind of cliche when you think about it, but watching your life through your own eyes, feeling completely disconnected, numb, not understanding or wanting to understand how your actions are affecting other people or really giving a damn. So I went through a lot. Um, Through over the course of many years of evaluations and doctor's appointments and stuff and studies, I am now completely disabled. I'm unemployable, and the main issue, in my opinion, has to do with the traumatic brain injury. But that's another story for another time. Anyway, let's get on to why I created Fat Guy Fitness. So, years ago, I had a friend of mine who found himself in an unfortunate situation, and I ended up giving him rides everywhere. And the only way he could pay me back was to teach me how to lift weights. So we started doing that, and then I got more and more interested in that, and then it kind of tapered off a little bit, and then a few years after that, so it's probably about 7 or 8 years ago now. I was shoveling one day outside my house, and I came inside, and it was hot, and I was hot, and it was very cold out, and I was exhausted, and I couldn't breathe, and so I went and stepped on the bathroom scale, and the scale said it said error. Apparently, I weighed more than what my scale could go up to. My scale was 350-pound scale. So the next day, I decided I need to do something about it. So I went down to the local YMCA, and my wife and I signed up for a membership, and I started hitting the weights and doing cardio and all that. I dropped a crap ton of weight in a very unhealthy way. There were some injuries along the way. There was general me not understanding certain things, and not getting the whole mind-body connection. And when I say mind-body, there's so many things that go into play with mind-body. So anyway, I decided that I was going to try again, only I wanted to be strong. So I started seriously lifting. And then while all this was going on, I was a wrestling coach, and I got certified as a USA weightlifting instructor so that I could teach people how to lift weights, and then a USA powerlifting instructor. And then I said, I want to do these competitions. Excuse me. And then I was in the gym and I used to see all these guys, lifting weights, and none of them looked like me. And I was like, you know what, whatever, not a big deal. It's a small gym. And then I started looking at videos to help myself get better. And again, I started seeing these people, and none of them looked like me. It seems to me that the only people that you get that are teaching these on these videos, they all look super awesome. I mean, you get a few of these bigger guys, but when you only really see guys like that are my shape and size, when you're looking at World's Strongest Man, when you're looking at stuff like that, occasionally you see a couple of gym guys that are my size. But in general, there's not a market. There's not a lot of people that are my size putting out videos that show that you can do everything that these normal looking, skinny, super strong people can do. Now, one of the other awesome things about this is going to the gym has been such a huge outlet for me. It has helped me manage all of my symptoms, not just the depression, not just the anxiety, but the loneliness, the feelings of worthlessness, the hopelessness, the feelings of being absolutely lost, not knowing who I am, not knowing what I should be doing. Going to the gym and throwing around some weights has been huge in that, but it's not just the throwing around weights. It's throwing around weights with a purpose. Sometimes it's not even using weights. Sometimes it's going there and walking on the treadmill for half an hour just to be in a place that I can feel comfortable as myself, and I don't got to talk with anybody. I don't got to interact with anybody. I sure as shit don't have to look at people and fake being who I am, because I know a lot of us have to deal with that from time to time, whether you're in the workplace or you're in a social environment where you have to dial back who you are. So I don't have to do any of that at the gym. So if you're a fat guy, if you're a veteran, if you're just generally looking to get, I don't know, more healthy, more ingrained in what you can do, and you're looking to push yourself through some of these limits, or even if you're just looking to learn a few things, follow me, click my video, like and subscribe. I will find everything I can do to help everybody that's watching do something better. Whether it's a bicep curl, whether it's a push up, whether it's a pull up, whether it's a bench press. Everybody starts at zero. You can do this. Everybody can do this.